Prepare to get gas because it's time for the Week in Gear. This week, Slash gets a signature Gibson and Squier make me very happy and some people a little bit sick. This week's show is sponsored by Sweetwater. More about them in a little bit. Okay, let's kick off this week with a rumor that really isn't a rumor anymore. Actually, first, Fender released a Lincoln Brewster signature Strat this week. But, it's white, it's a Strat, and it's a Lincoln Brewster signature. But far more interesting, no offense meant, LB, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 has teased the Fender Starcaster signature that looks slightly different from his custom shop models. Could this mark the arrival of the signature model eventually? I am, of course, playing with you. Yes, it is, yet again, one of the internet's worst kept secrets, with several shops already offering pre-orders, and some naughty people already pre-ordering, and some really naughty people have already obtained the guitars, and they have them in their hands, and they've posted pictures online, on the internet. What a bunch of punks. Who would do such a thing? Now, in the interests of not getting my YouTube channel shut down, I won't be posting any of the unofficial photos, as I, don't want to get in too much trouble, but there are some official things out now. Fender have released a sort of coming soon thing on Instagram, and there's a giveaway to win one, but I think it's only open to a few countries. Tom DeLonge posted a teaser, of course. There's a video of him playing it with Blink-182 in a show in a store. It was right in front of our eyes, and we never saw it, but it was there the whole time. It was the pink one. The guitar is going to be available in 4 colors, and I really like that pink one. I think that is the one to get if one were to already order one. I expect this to be released very soon, so when we get official specs and things like that, I'll put it in another episode of this show and we can talk about it a bit more. If you're not into Blink-182, don't worry. It's just, some colourful Starcasters with 1 pickup and 1 volume knob. Number 4 on my list of the most exciting gear releases this week is the Earthquaker Devices Spatial Delivery version 3, which is a voltage-controlled envelope filter pedal. Envelope? Envelope? Envelope. What does version 3 bring, Andy, I hear you ask? Well, it's got 6 user presets on a rotary control. That is all that's new, but it's still got the same stuff as before. It just looks a bit different because of that latch, switchy thing. The foot switch is still momentary or latching, which is great if you want to just briefly bring in those effects, and you still have access to range, filter, and resonance. The official demo is weird in the sense that I think they had some fans of the company send in DI signals and then put them through the pedals, which I think is a great way for a company to include their community and get a demo out of it. And it is one of the funkiest sounds I've heard in a while, because I used to have the first Spatial Delivery V1. That was many, many years ago, and I loved it. But I was annoyed by when using it live, I had to keep changing the settings for different songs, and then, I had to go back again. So I went to a multi-effects and sold the Spatial Delivery. But this version 3 of the pedal could have answered my problems, because I really dig the sounds that pedal creates. And now with the presets, this makes absolute sense. So I urge you to have a listen to the sounds. It's coming in at around $200, and it's available at this week's sponsor, Sweetwater. So if you're looking to add some quack to your life, go take a gander. That's a goose joke. Duck, goose, geeses. Before we get to number 3 on the list, it's now time to talk about this week's sponsor, Sweetwater. Yep, Sweetwater are this week's sponsor, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to visit them. Number 1, they've got some cracking deals on at the moment. If you go to their homepage and click on deals and then click on guitars, that'll bring you to the guitar deals. And bang, right at the top is $20 off 2 Keeley pedals, and they're pretty new. If you still don't have a Katana 50 amp, there's $40 off those. There is a Squier Sonic Mustang for $180 there. Reason number 2 to visit Sweetwater, they always have a giveaway on. To get there, go back to the top of the homepage, go to giveaway, and there is a $2,000 PRS up for grabs. And if that's gone by the time you see this, there is always a giveaway, so something equally as shiny will be there instead. And reason 3 for visiting Sweetwater is that if you use my link, which is in the video description and first comment, you support this channel, which means I can bring you more shows like this one. And as a bonus reason, don't forget the Sweetwater 55-point inspection checklist. Sweetwater, thank you for sponsoring the Week in Gear. Now on with the show. And this is the part where I say that if you're enjoying this weekly show, consider that subscribe button and the thumbs up. So if you do, more people get to see the future shows, and then we can all grow together. I can do some more giveaways and have some more fun and sit here and talk about exciting gear. Thank you! Number 3, unveiled at this year's NAMM, the Danelectro 59er series is now officially available at retailers. It's available in 3 colors: gold top, red top, and jade top, which is like a greeny blue green. It's all trimmed with cream bindings and bound F-holes, and the sides, backs, and necks are finished in dark chocolate. Or brown to us people. The guitars have a spruce body with a hardboard top, which is that hardboard? It is hardboard, but is that compressed paper, or I don't know what that is. But it's, you know, let me know if you're a Danelectro freak, because I know that is pretty normal for Danelectro guitars. But anyway, it's got a bolt-on maple neck, 2 Danelectro 50s single coil lipstick pickups, 1 volume and 1 tone, and a 3-blade switch, which is where the magic comes in, because in the middle position of that 3-way blade, where you would normally have the 2 pickups in parallel, Danelectro wiring has them in series, thus making them into a kind of humbucker, which gives it more oomph and slightly change on the EQ. The 59er series is coming in at only $599, which almost puts it in budget guitar territory. Almost. It's really just over the top end, I would say. Or, I don't know, things are changing. But I really dig the colors, and I've always loved the look of these kind of guitars. And I think this is a solid choice for anyone looking for something a little bit different. Links in the video description. Now, some real talk. If, like me, you're a little tired of me talking about Gibson and being a little bit offhandish about them, you may want to skip this next one, because Slash now has a signature Les Paul. Again, after pretty much single-handedly saving the company Gibson in the 80s with a Les Paul copy not even made by Gibson, he was then gifted 2 actual Les Pauls, and now Gibson have a tribute to one of those guitars that he still uses on stage today. The Gibson Slash Jessica has a non-weight relieved mahogany body, a 3-piece maple top, 3-piece, a mahogany neck with rosewood fretboard, and 50s vintage neck profile. On the electric side of things, it's got 2 custom Burstbucker pickups with Alnico 2 magnets, and it comes with a hard shell case. I genuinely looked at buying one of these because I kind of like Slash, and I'm kind of getting into him, finally. Now, this has a big 50s neck on it, which I love, and that meant that I actually considered buying one, or at least thinking about buying one. But I did put it on a short list of Les Pauls that I would actually try if I was in a shop full of Les Pauls. Anyway, the original Jessica was a factory second, and that fits Gibson's latest build quality reputation. Stop it! Sorry. Shame. If you're looking for a 50s style Les Paul, which I always am, then I think this is a little bit more money than you need to spend. But if you're a die-hard Slash fan, you can finally complete the collection. Until the next signature model. I'm winking a lot today. Don't know what that is. Maybe there's something in the air. Sorry. So, see, we got through that without me being too snarky. Well done us. But seriously, it is a lot of money. There's links to it in the video description so you can have pricing in your region. pick of the week. Right, have a bath bowl at the ready, a sick bowl somewhere near you, or at least a paper bag in your general vicinity, because at number one this week, a bunch of guitar-shaped instruments that make me very happy. But some people probably not, and I expect some kickback, pushback, throwback, pullback on this. Squier have released 4 Antigua Classic Vibe models. Here they are. That's a Tele. That's a Strat. That's a P-Bass. And that is a Bass 6. I really hope Victor put them on the screen then, otherwise I'm going to look really dumb. It might actually look like I'm pointing to my actual Antigua Finish Squier Jazzmaster Baritone, which is for some reason worth a lot more money than what I paid for it, and I will never part with it. I love that guitar. And I love all those that Victor just hopefully put on the screen. Right, I love them so much, in fact, that I have already ordered one. And can you guess which one? Yep, it's the Bass 6. Now, I've always wanted a Bass 6, and when I saw this released, I had to have it. And I virtually ran to the internet and clicked buy now. Antigua Burst is so ugly. I love it. It's gone all the way full circle back to must-have again. It appeals to my quirky weirdness, and my brain can't figure it out, which is why I love it. And also, if I'm playing it, it's not me that's got to look at it. It's you guys. Anyway, feel free to spread your hate for it in the comments section, as no one is ever going to change my mind. The specs of these 4 instruments are pretty standard for classic Vibe 70s models, and the release is so new, or the announcement is so new, that I couldn't even find them on the Squier website. I will find more information, and I'll put it in the video description or somewhere there. There'll be a link somewhere where you can get more info and prices and stuff. But they're not actually being released until either May or June or September, which is October and September put together. Because when I inquired about buying one, different shops offered me different timings, which I don't know what that means. But basically, at some point this year, there will be one arriving on the channel. I shall compare it to the Baritone. I shall play it through many fuzz pedals, and I shall love the comment section telling me how ugly it is, and I shall sleep well every night. If you would like to get your hands on one of these disgustingly beautiful guitars, the Tele and the Strat are around $400, the P-Bass is around $420, and the Bass 6 is around $450. Although there's one less of them available because, as I may have mentioned, it's coming here, and expect to see it in many of my future fuzz videos. Thank you to the wonderful people that support this show on Patreon. Their names are on the screen right now, bigger than ever, scrolling verily. Also, thank you to the lovely Guitar Geeks showing their support right here on YouTube. Their names are also coming up on the screen. They are responsible for making this show possible. So if you're enjoying it, take a little look and say thank you in your heart. Thank you. If you would like your name up there in digital pixels, then click the join button right here on YouTube or visit my Patreon link in the video description. Now, here's a special thanks to the top tier members, and I'm going to read it in the lowest voice I can do possible.
Sarang Narayan, Andrew Morgan, PQ Deads, Dustin Bonnet, Gary O'Neill, Josh Tanberg, Chris Huff, Doug Paget, Alinta Boston, Boom Shakalaka, Dirk. This prank is officially sponsored by Jason Welch, Puzzle, Michael Lerner, Buddha Blue, Hugh G. Rection, Pop's Place, April Kurtz, Johnny McBadminton. I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Thank you, top tier members. That was fun. You make my lenses steamy. Don't forget to check out the giveaway at Sweetwater using my link in the first comment and video description. Over there is the subscribe button, and comment your pick of the week if it is different from mine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!